what's up? It's Joe Ready from Ready's Rise. We're back here at Crown Eurocars, St. Pete, Florida, and guess what? We have that one smaller size, power-packed sedan that brings some performance. What is it? It's this vehicle right here. This is a 2024 AMG C43. But before we get into this smaller size performance turbocharged luxury sedan, let's talk about what's going on here. So, and back in the day, just a few years ago even, if I said C43 or even C63, you would automatically think bigger engine underneath the hood of that Mercedes-Benz. Gone is any type of V8 or even a 6-cylinder under the hood of this. It's actually the world's most powerful 4-cylinder turbo. But with that being said, supposedly from Mercedes and AMG, the performance they claim is still there. Now, of course, there are other competitors in this segment, not a lot, but they're there. One of them is going to be that BMW M340i. So my question to you is, if you're looking for a luxury sport performance sedan, do you go AMG C43 or do you go with the BMW M340i? Let's go ahead. Let's dive in our AMG and find out. Right off the bat, I love the overall dimensions of this smaller sedan, and it's nice to see that the German brands are not running away from sedans anytime soon. Now, at the front of the business, you're going to get full LED daytime running lamp. I love the new style on these Mercedes Benz vehicles, LED projector beam headlights, and the turn signals all nestled nicely inside that headlight housing. Working our way down, we do have some functionality, but the problem is they do this fake grille design, which I am going to have to zonk, but I do like the corner air curtains. And on this particular one, of course, being one of the best colors on a Mercedes-Benz, black. It's either black, white, or silver are my three favorite colors on any Mercedes-Benz product. All of the black trim, that is especially gloss black, like this area here, blends in nicely, super clean. Now, as we come across that AMG specific grille, it's got the vertical slots with the blacked out chrome. We do have a forward-facing camera, sort of looks like a nipple. And then you have your Mercedes-Benz logo. And then I love the way that they opened the lower grille area, the mid I should say, and the lower grille area, because we do have a supersized turbo, which also is part of a supersized intercooler. Love the way that they integrated the lower lip. And like I said, this gloss black blends in super clean because of our all blacked out AMG. Now, as we rise up, you don't have a Mercedes logo, you actually have your AMG logo. Nice to see that touch. Clean peak in the center. We got a little bit of bulge going on, so you guys can put away the socks that are bulging up in other areas by stuffing that sock in there. Nice to have the bulge. Now, as we come around the bend, we do have optional wheels and tires. These are AMG wheels, multi-spoke design, machined aluminum with the flat black. Let me know what you think about the style of the wheel. Very interesting, the direction that they're going. They have these Brembo calipers with the AMG badging and cross-drilled rotors. Tires are going to be 245 on the width up front, 35 series sidewall, and these wheels are 20-inch wheels, all four corners. Now, as we work our way back, you do get a little bit of a turbo electrified badge because we do have a mild hybrid electric motor attached to that engine. We have our black painted mirror caps with the LED turn signals, 360-degree cameras. You have a standard size to a little bit bigger sunroof, and I'm glad that it's all black because everything is painted nicely. I don't know why they use the same freaking door handles, though, as a regular C-Class. So this chrome has got to go. It sticks out like a sore thumb. I love that long side skirt extension that comes out from the side of the vehicle. And I'm going to have Steven kind of swing around and show you just how far that skirt comes out for aerodynamic efficiency. At the rear, you are not getting Brembos. You're just getting standard sliding calipers. So you're not getting a performance spec caliper on the rear, which is sad. Tires and wheels are a little bit wider. Still 20-inch wheel in diameter, but these are 265 on the width with a 30 series sidewall. And one of the things I want to point out, it has Steven's favorite tire, These are the Michelin Pilot Sport Forest tires. Steven stands behind those tires no matter what, and he can't wait to get his hands on a set of 5 S tires. They're coming, they're here. Now, as we swing it around the back, super credit card thin trunklet spoiler, looks good. I like the way they did the black chrome badging, the AMG, the Mercedes-Benz logo, your C43, and then just like up front, that nice LED lighting looks super slick. And then working our way down to tarmac level, you're gonna have functional exhaust, quad tip, nice oval opening with the gloss black tips. And then look at this diffuser in the center. Looks like something you would find off a freaking race car in the IMSA WeatherTech series. But why don't we go ahead, let's pop the hood and talk power of this AMG. All right, guys, we got the hood popped. You do have hood stress. Now, of course, there's a big question of, is this a true AMG vehicle? I'm gonna show you why it is. Even though we don't have a V8, we still have a hand-assembled 2-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. That is the name of the engine builder there. Look at that beefy strut tower brace. It looks like a part of the freaking Brooklyn Bridge. And then check out our turbocharger mounted nice and high for all to see. What do we got going on here? 402 horsepower out of a 2-liter inline-4 turbocharged engine. 369 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds, top speed 165 miles an hour, MPGs 20 in the city, 28 on the highway, and the vehicle weighs right at 4,000 pounds. I love the engine cover, and remember, the engine builders, the assemblers of this power plant, they have master's degrees. These aren't just random people that they plucked from a 15-minute oil lube place that just do oil changes to build these AMG engines. They have master's degrees in engineering. But why don't we go ahead, we don't have a V8 for you to hear, we don't even have a 6-cylinder. Why don't we go ahead and fire up this 4-banger turbo and hear what it sounds like. All right, guys, we are inside this 2024 AMG C43. I know you're saying to yourself, well, Joe, I don't like the new C63, but I definitely want a new Mercedes-Benz, and I don't want a big old sedan. I like the smaller stuff. How much is this one? Very good question. MSRP is $77,750. Let's see what you get when you go AMG to the door panels. One of the options are the 2-tone leather interior. You got the black up top with the stitching, and then you have that bright fire engine red. We got our full power seat controls, 3 memory seat settings, ventilated seats and heated seats. We got the upgraded premium sound system, illuminates from behind the speaker grille. Love the silver trim. Door pocket is a decent size. You could easily get, I would say, probably 4 Whoppers in there and a large Coke to wash it down. Now, going from the door panel to the dash, optional carbon fiber. This is the real deal thing. You got your cool looking AC vents with the ambient lighting inside, a little bit of silver trim, and then you got the triple vents right across the infotainment system. It's a 11.9-inch portrait style infotainment system. There we are at our favorite parking spot. You got your dual climate control, all the usual apps that you're familiar with, including the AMG Performance app. Throw it into reverse, backup camera, super clear resolution, and then you can switch the angle every freaking which way. Right back in the park, and that's where we started. I'll shut the auto start stop off. Working our way down. A lot of gloss black here. Don't like this. For the carbon fiber option, this should be all carbon fiber. But you open it up, you got wireless charging, 2 USB-Cs, 2 cup holders, and a place to stack 2 Twinkies. Close it up, Bombay doors away. You got felt lining in here, 2 USB-Cs. You could put 4 pairs of Ray-Bans or Oakleys, or maybe mix them up, 2 Oakleys, 2 Ray-Bans. And you could probably even put your Louis Vuitton wallet in there. AMG key fob, There it is, AMG. Nice. Close it up. Seats, the optional two-tone leather, the bolstering, all electric, sporty style. And then, of course, you're going to have that little larger than standard sunroof with the power shade. Actually, strike that, you do have, believe it or not, a split panoramic sunroof in here. That even surprised me. But why don't you come over here to the business end? I want to show you behind the flat bottom steering wheel in this AMG. All right, guys, business time behind the wheel. You do have a nice AMG illuminated aluminum sill plate to welcome you. Pedal box is halfway decent. You have an aluminum brake pedal, throttle. I just wish they would give me an aluminum dead pedal, for Pete's sakes. Seats, I'm 6 feet tall, and even though this is a smaller sedan, I still feel good. And I bet you I could probably, look at this, I could lower my seat even more. I knew I could. For some reason, whoever was sitting in this car before me, I mean, this feels better. I feel like the center of gravity has just dropped about 10 levels. Steering wheel, I mean, this is something that Lewis Hamilton once had inside his Formula One car. Love the way you could adjust the modes by just turning the knobs here, or you could touch the screen, whatever you prefer. Some gloss black, metal paddles to go up and down that automatic transmission, and you do have your electric shifter mounted right on the column. And then, of course, you have that nice 13-inch digital gauge cluster. Easy to read, easy to understand, and a head-up display. But what I hate about the head-up display is that it leaves a big open hole in the top of the dash. That's a zonk. Let's get in the back seat, though, and see how your passengers are going to enjoy going through the twisty bits in this C43. All right, guys, back seat time. And once again, like I said, even though this is a compact size sedan, pretty spacious. You got that separate part of the panoramic roof. It does not open, and you don't have control of this. You have to ask for permission. So if you don't like asking for permission to open up or close the shade, the sunshade, then I would sit up front. You do have these pockets, easily fit 2 boxes of Girl Scout cookies. Give me some do-si-dos or some tag-alongs right about now. AC vents in the back are nice, and you got one little area to put 1 Twinkie, 2 USB-Cs. Like I said, I'm 6 feet tall. I feel good back here. Pull this down. Not super soft, but you do have a place where you can stick your phone and watch Rady's rides as you're being chauffeured around in the C43. But let's go ahead. Let's get in the trunk because I'm ready to go on throttle in this sedan. All right, guys, another thing where this smaller sedan really flexes its muscle, don't be fooled by the outside wrapper. Look at all the cargo space in this trunk. You're looking at about 15 cubic feet of space. I like the way you have the ability right here to hit the switch gear to fold down the seats, because the seats do fold down to give you extra space. Is there a spare underneath? No spare, but boy, oh boy, can you store some Hostess little treats and little Debbie snacks in there. Get the ding dongs, get the ho-hos, get those Star Crunches, and even like those peanut butter snacks. Really, really freaking good. But why don't we go ahead? Look at that nice electric opening and closing trunk so you don't have to break a nail. But if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go on throttle and see how this C43 performs. All right, guys, we're inside this 2024 AMG C43. I have it in Sport Plus mode. We're gonna let the gearbox shift for itself, and then I'll switch to the paddles. If you're ready, I'm ready. On throttle, here we go. Nice pop from the exhaust. Look at that. Holds a line so well. That's the thing, is that this car really handles super well. Not only because of the overall dimensions and the way it gets the power down, but because this one also does have optional rear wheel steer, which is awesome. Love the nice downshifts. Really keeps the chassis stable under hard braking. On throttle, here we go. Love it. In Sport Plus, the shifts have a nice purposeful progression to them. Great visibility out the windshield. The one thing I don't love that I pointed out earlier is that big, huge opening in the top of the dash for the head-up display, which I'm glad there's a head-up display. I just don't like the big hole that's in the dash. It kind of looks a little tacky. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna shift manually. So I'm gonna go into the infotainment system and shift manually with those paddles through our automatic transmission. You do get a small gear indicator, lower right-hand corner. Wish it was larger. Second gear, on the throttle, look at that. Nice. On the brakes, downshift. Wow. The rear wheel steer makes child's play of going through twisty bits, going through turns. The car is so planted at all four corners and really just quickens it up nicely. Plus it also helps with making U-turns or navigating through tight parking lot situations, which is always good to have that. I'm gonna go ahead and make a U-turn here just to show you. I mean, it's real easy. Usually I would have to back up about 15 times in cars like these because of the terrible turning radius, but with that rear wheel steer, feels phenomenal. Now I'm in first gear. We're gonna start from a slow roll through some twisty bits on the way back and see how it goes. If you're ready, I'm ready. On throttle, here we go. Little bit of lag, down low, waiting for that boost from the turbo, but once she's on, she is on. Wow. So smooth, so balanced. The brakes feel fantastic. Even though we don't have Brembos all four corners, the brakes still feel phenomenal with a capital PH. I'm gonna make a quick U-turn here. We're gonna go through the twisty bits again. Are you ready? On throttle. Nice. On the brakes, here we go. Yeah! Love that grip. Love it. On the brakes, downshift. Chassis is smooth, chassis is stable. Look at that. This car is gonna surprise you. It's gonna surprise you because if you just looked at it as, oh, it's just a 4-cylinder turbo, you would be like, oh, what's the big deal? I want my V8, but when you put the hammer down is where it all comes together. Absolutely incredible, absolutely incredible. But we gotta get back to Crown Euro Cars and wrap this one up. So I'll see you in a split second. All right, guys, been a great day here at Crown Euro Cars. Definitely want to thank Michael and the rest of the team getting us access to this 2024 AMG C43. I think this car proves that, listen, big things come in small packages, and with over 400 horsepower and that great driving experience, it's gonna be a challenge if you're looking at this car compared to the BMW M340i, but let me know which way you would choose in that comment section. But if you're new to the channel, you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Raise Rise family. Stephen Flood is awesome at working that camera, but guess what? He's also good at stirring the pot. So show Stephen some love, Chef Stephen, some love in that comment section. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.